Yo guys, today I'm breaking down everything about Arena Breakout settings, from basic to advanced. I'll show you which settings to turn off, which ones to keep on, and how each one actually affects your gameplay. Whether you're new to Arena Breakout or you've been playing for a while but still don't know what most settings do, this video is for you, my brother. So stay till the end, don't skip, because once you finish this video, your settings will be fully optimized and your gameplay will instantly feel smoother, faster, and way more consistent. Alright, let's start with the most important setting first, the ADS mode. Now, we usually get three options here: tap, hold, and mixed. Personally, I keep it on hold, and most pro players do the same, and here's why. When you use hold, your scope stays open only as long as you keep your finger on the button. The moment you lift your finger, the scope closes. That means faster reactions, fewer glitches, and smoother aiming, especially for 3-finger, 4-finger, or even 5-finger players. But if you use tap, you have to tap once to open the scope, and then tap again to close it, one extra step every time you aim. And with mixed, it works both ways. You can tap or hold, but it's not as consistent.
Quick break, guys! If you're thinking of grabbing a Bonds, case, or Battle Pass, don't waste extra money. Get it from Top Up Live at the best price. The process is super easy. Go to the site, choose Arena Breakout, pick what you need, follow the steps, and boom! You're done! And here's the best part. Use my code REB for a 12% discount so you can save your hard-earned money. Link is waiting for you in the description.
Alright, the next setting, and please don't skip this one, it's very important. In fact, I'm pretty sure a lot of players have this exact issue without even realizing it. I'm talking about the option called camera rotation while ADS, and trust me, you should always keep this off. Let me explain why. When you keep it on, and you're aiming or firing, your thumb usually stays on the ADS button, right? Now, even if you move your thumb a little bit while holding that button, it moves your camera too, and that completely ruins your aim. You'll start missing shots for no reason, just because your scope is drifting around. But when you turn this setting off, that doesn't happen. Your camera stays locked exactly where it was before you aimed. No random movement, no aim shake. You can still move your camera normally when you're not ADS'd. The only thing disabled is camera movement from the ADS button. That's actually a good thing. Your aim becomes stable, like a laser. And by the way, this part was requested by one of my subscribers. I had already helped him fix this issue in-game, but I wanted to explain it clearly here so everyone understands. If you've got similar problems or questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll make sure to cover them in the next video. Now, let's talk about the peak option, and this one is very similar to the ADS setting I just explained. I highly recommend keeping your peak mode on hold. And here's why. Just like ADS, when you keep it on hold, your character only peeks while you're holding the button. The moment you lift your finger, boom, the peek stops instantly. This gives you full control. You can do fast peeks, quick shoulder checks, and in panic situations, you don't need to tap anything extra to unpeek. It saves time, keeps your movements clean, and helps you react faster during close fights. If you keep it on tap, you'll have to tap once to peek and tap again to close. And in a high-pressure fight, that's one extra step you really don't want to deal with. So yeah, just like ADS, always keep peak mode on hold for smoother and faster gameplay. Now, within the peak settings, there's another option called Auto ADS while peaking, and this one can be a little tricky to understand. So let me explain how it actually works. When you press your peak button, this option automatically opens your scope at the same time. Sounds convenient, right? But here's when you should and shouldn't use it. If you play on 2-finger or 3-finger layout, then yes, it's a smart choice to keep it on because it helps you respond faster in fights and saves you a finger movement. But if you play on 4-finger or 5-finger, then I strongly suggest keeping this off. Why? Because you already have enough fingers on screen to handle both actions separately. And with it off, you can do quick peeks, hip fire peeks, and fast shoulder checks without your scope automatically popping up. This gives you more control, especially during close fights, and can actually help you win those quick peek battles. Alright, still inside the peek settings, there's another option called camera rotation while peeking. Now, this one works exactly the same way as the camera rotation while ADS option I explained earlier in the video. Basically, if you turn it on and then use your finger on the peak button and slide it slightly left or right, your aim will also move. So if that movement feels natural or helpful for you, then sure, you can keep it on. But personally, I keep it off, because it's just not part of my muscle memory anymore. Also, since I play on an iPad, I don't really need that extra camera movement. However, if you're playing on a mobile phone, I would actually suggest trying it on. Because when I used to play on phone, it helped me adjust my aim faster while peaking. So this setting really depends on your control layout and device. There's no fixed right or wrong here. Test both ways and see which one fits your gameplay style better. And that's it, brothers. These were the basic settings that can seriously improve your gameplay. Every single setting I explained in this video is used by pro players, and once you master them, your response time and aim will get way smoother. It might take you a few days to get used to, but don't give up. Once you adapt, you'll instantly feel the difference in your performance. Also, drop a comment if this video helped you out, and let me know what other guides or topics you want me to cover next. I'll definitely check them out. And big shout out to Top Up Live. If you want to buy bonds, cases, or other in-game items, it's one of the safest and easiest platforms to use. I'm probably the only creator consistently bringing real, useful content for Arena Breakout players. So make sure you subscribe, follow, and share this video to support the channel. Your support helps me keep making these guides, so don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment for engagement, and I'll see you in the next one.